What's going on, YouTube? It's your Shirley Rock Combo, aka the Professor on the Six, bringing you game 8 or game 9 on this series of play until I lose with the Lions. No better way to start out than with the pick 6, taking it to the crib. My opponent had a really nice start there, but luckily, unlike Mutt, it's not 3-minute quarters, and I have a chance to come back after one mistake. My last video, I had a lot of awesome comments, back and forth banter, whether you agree with me or not agree with me. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you definitely want to go check out that last video. Essentially, there was a guy I was playing, I guess, a ranked match, and he wasn't necessarily raging on the mic. He was calling me some names here and there, but he was just upset that he couldn't pick up this 3-man B-gap blitz that I had. And, slide protect to the left, or to the right, whichever way it's coming, block a running back, quick passes, some screen passes, all sorts of different things, run the ball, you can counter it. And, it always brings up the point, if, playing sim or not playing sim. There's no such thing as sim. There's ways to change the game up to make it more sim-like, but it's never going to be sim. Because in this game, for example, like pistol counters, overpowered, drag routes, OP, a bunch of, different stuff like that. And, last year's Madden, for example, smart route out routes, super overpowered. And, people in sim leagues are, if you're not able to, like, smart route an out route, then they find a 10-yard out route already stock in a play. And, they abuse it. And at the end of the day, there's no such thing as sim, and it takes a lot of fun out. Oh, as you can see right there, my opponent did a really good job of taking Calvin away, like I said. To stop the face catch, one thing you can do is double cover the receiver. However, when he did that, he ends up leaving I am going to the trail, a trail concept with a slant and a little double move route. And so whenever it took a defender away from that middle of the field, so I figured, something in the middle is going to be open if he double covers Calvin. But there are counters to everything in this game, and there's nothing truly that is sim. And in Madden 12, for example, 2 wheels, a streak, and a drag, like, so overpowered, and, with the pass leading and all that stuff. So no matter what, there's nothing that's going to be truly sim. I mean, and who wants to play a game where you literally pick a play and you don't do anything? You just stand on the D lineman and there's no variation, nothing. It's like literally playing coach. To me, that's not fun. It is a game at the end of the day. And I think, as my dog wants to play in the background, I think as Madden's kind of progressed, and especially this year, they haven't been able to figure out a way to stop some of the things that we can kind of, turn into overpowered. For example, slant outs. So they essentially took out slant outs of the game because they couldn't figure out a way to have the computer defend them. And then you have that was a very nice pick. I'm down 14-7. He's driving all the way down to half. And, boom, pick off the slant route. And then pass leading, they couldn't figure out a way to stop pass leading down, pass leading the sideline or pass leading in and clicking on and user catching it. So they completely took out the pass lead. Like, pass leading now, you can't really do it. There's a few routes you can here and there. What's some other examples? I can't really think of anything right off the top of my head. But there's all sorts of different things into where they essentially, like, dumb down the game because they just made it where you can't do it at all. Like, there's no such thing as pass leading. There's no slant outs and stuff like that because they couldn't figure out a way to actually to counter it, and they couldn't figure out a way to program it. So they just completely take it out of the game altogether, which to me is very frustrating. And I don't really think there's such thing as sim. And I personally, my favorite part of Madden is the chess match back and forth between 2 good players. Like right there, I set a nice little 3-man B-gap to the left. And, what is my opponent going to do to counter that? Because, it was effective last play, so I'll probably do it again. So he tried to go with the screen pass. I was able to slow down the screen pass. I love the chess match back and forth between, 2 good players. And, that's why I enjoy Madden. Other people enjoy it for, different reasons and all of that. And then, with the custom books, I was using a custom book just for my audibles from the Denver playbook. And I understand custom books in ranked suck. They're awful. They're the worst because you can come out in so many different formations, so many different variations, and it's just annoying. And it's not fun to do that because there's just so many different things your opponent can come out in every single time. and that is an advantage I feel like have someone said with MUT. However, with MUT, I can't take 3-minute quarters. Why would they go back to 3-minute quarters when they changed them to 4-minute quarters? Like, with chew clock, 3-minute quarters, it's stupid. And how many drop picks you have, how many fumbles you can have. I can't take MUT seriously doing that. If they could change it to 4-minute quarters without chew clock, I feel like that would be the best case. Maybe have the play clocks, go down along with the quarters instead of having, a 40-second clock or 35-second clock or whatever. Have like a 20-second clock without chew clock. You know what I mean? So you can have at least a few more possessions. But having 1 possession to 2 possessions in a game just doesn't really fly with me, because that doesn't really show you who's a better player or not. But I had a great time with MUT last year. I'm going to get back into it. So that's kind of my opinion on some of the things. I loved all the comments, though. I loved the back and forth. I see both areas of it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, as I was able to clutch out a win and continue on with the Detroit Lions. See you on the sticks.